Hello, I am Dead Drunk and welcome to another episode of Late Night and Dead Drunk. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. On this very special holiday, we are joined by the wine Dr. Jesse. Jesse, thank you for joining us today.
Well, I appreciate you having me, Dead Drunk. I couldn't think of a better way to spend my Thanksgiving holiday than sitting here with you in the wine cellar. Well, yeah, I came to talk about Beaujolais Nouveau for sure. Nouveau is by far my favorite Thanksgiving wine. It's released on the third Thursday of November every year.
Can you explain why Beaujolais Nouveau is the best Thanksgiving wine?
Sure, I'd be happy to explain. So it's so significant because most harvest takes place in September, sometimes a little earlier based on climate change. But what happens in France and many other countries is wine will be crushed, fermented, and sit in oak barrels or even stainless steel vats for months on end, aging, macerating, which means the juice sits in contact with the grape skin and the grape seeds. And by macerating, it gets that deep purplish ruby color that we know red wine has. Is it doesn't let it macerate or soak up that color of that grape skin. It is pressed rather quickly. So again, harvest takes place in September. And let it macerate for only a few days, maybe 3, 5, 6, 7 days max. So it gets a little of that red color, but not that deep ruby color that you know of. The benefit of that is you get a fresh, because it's only been sitting around for a few days. So you get a fresh, you get a fruity, you get a very good, stable red wine that goes with many dishes, including turkey.
Beaujolais is also special in a sense that the wine growers use natural yeast to ferment gamay.
Right. So wine is typically, crushed and then yeast is added to it in order to allow for fermentation for the winemaker to have control over the situation. But Beaujolais is done very differently. So all the grapes are harvested and then they're thrown in a big vat, and the weight of the grapes crushes and makes the ones on the bottom explode. Okay? Boom, the lower level explodes, and the natural yeast, the yeast that's already living on these grape skins, starts fermenting. And as it ferments, it crushes above, crushes above, crushes above. And again, within 3 to 7 days, that juice is pressed out off that grape skin in order to bottle Beaujolais as you know it. And Beaujolais Nouveau is that first batch out of there. Get it out of there, let's get it bottled, and let's get it shipped so then we can all enjoy it on the third Thursday of November. And as of President Abraham Lincoln's fourth Thursday of November is known for Thanksgiving.
Now, Jesse, do you think you can pour us a glass?
I'd be happy to. The one thing I love that they did this year that they haven't done in previous years is they put on a screw tap. So for sure. So as you can see, not much color. There's a little color, but definitely not the deep ruby that you would get from like a Cabernet Sauvignon or a Malbec. Very fruity. Some cherries. Refreshing, certainly not tannic at all. And by that I mean it doesn't dry your mouth out that quickly. There's still a little acid in there. It makes my mouth water a little bit. It definitely gets some of that cherry, like almost like a smoked cherry. It's a little smokier than I would expect, which I enjoy. It's just so fresh for a red wine. It pops. And normally I like my wine very, very tannic and very dry. But this, again, when you're having the yam casserole, when you're having, sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, this is just perfect. So thanks for having me, on Thanksgiving. I appreciate you, Dead Drunk. I appreciate your videos. And thank you to all there and all my followers on TikTok and YouTube. Happy Thanksgiving.